So the DA claims that they have a bill to fight illegal land invasions or land occupations. But I think there needs to be some clarity here. And I'm not saying that they're not fighting the good fight. I think they are. But let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, please listen to this because there's some exciting good news. Stolen Ground, the Tygerberg Raceway land invasion, has won the Audience Choice Award for Liftoff Sessions Volume 7. Liftoff Sessions is a film festival in the UK. They do a lot of these film festivals over the course of the year, and every documentary or film or short or whatever that is submitted to this film festival, the winners then get to advance into their big grand award ceremony, and you guessed it, Stolen Ground will be featured in that grand ceremony subject to acceptance. But nonetheless, Stolen Ground has won its first award, and I am so excited, so happy. I just wanted to thank everybody who shared the documentary, liked the documentary, spoken about the documentary. This is a huge achievement. I'm deeply honored. And to the Liftoff Global Network, thank you so much for the opportunity, and thank you so much for making this happen. As you guys know, the story doesn't end here. I would like to continue investigating land invasions in South Africa, and the next two documentaries will focus on Grabouw and Hermanus land invasions, but I need your help. If 4,000 people donated 50 Rand, we would hit the production budget goal in order to make it happen. So if you want to donate, please head on over to the BackaBuddy campaign link. You can pause the video now if you're watching on TV and scan the QR code. You'll go straight to the BackaBuddy campaign, or you can go to the link in the description or pinned comment. And if you prefer to donate via EFT, those details are also in the description and pinned comment. Once again, thank you all so much for the amazing support. We did it. We won an award. How awesome is that? Let's continue to uncover the truth behind land grabs in South Africa. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Newsflash. I'm your host Joe Emilio. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, so the DA has released a video quite recently where they talk about their illegal land invasion bill. Let's have a look. Oh, and by the way, this guy Luyolo Mphithi was in my documentary.
South Africa, my name is Luyolo Mphithi. I'm the DA spokesperson on human settlements in Parliament. The DA has legislation right now to stop land grabs in our country. The Premier of Gauteng is frustrated that there's a growing number of land grabs in his province. But as the DA, we have good news for him. We have legislation that can stop land grabs tomorrow. Mr. Lusufi can choose either to bulldoze his way or stand with the DA in defending our country against land grabs. Our illegal land invasions bill is there to stop those who orchestrate land grabs and also broaden the scope of courts in dealing with eviction applications. Bad faith actors who are trying to manipulate our municipalities, our state, in creating illegal land grabs and occupying land illegally are the reason that we are seeing the continued spread of land invasions in our country. The right for housing is enshrined in our constitution in section 26. Both the municipalities and provinces have, in this growing economy, the opportunity to house more South Africans. So we have the power. With the growing economy, we can house more South Africans. The DA is calling for all parties to stand with us in defending the rule of law and ensuring that we protect municipal funds against land grabs. But most importantly, stand with us in ensuring that we believe in land ownership, not land grabs.
Nice. Okay, so there's a few things there that I want to talk about. One is Lusufi. I like how the DA is trying to ride on that and send a message to Lusufi and all that stuff. But we all know the ANC, Lusufi is not going to team up with the DA. And if he does, I'll be very surprised. I will give him credit where it's due, and I'll be very surprised if that happens. Secondly, the part where Luyolo says, people have a right to housing. That's not entirely correct. This is where I think the DA or Luyolo, and I have much respect for Luyolo. I like him. I think he's one of the good guys in the DA. But, this interpretation that he has about the section 26 of the Constitution, not entirely correct. The Constitution says that you have the right to access to housing, not necessarily that the government must give you housing. There's a very big difference. And Martin van Staden goes into great detail on that in the documentary. So once again, the documentary is linked in the description. You can also hear what Luyolo said about the amendments to the PI Act, which brings me to a very important point. The land invasion or illegal land invasion bill is not a bill on its own. It is the amendments to the PI Act. I just want to be clear, just want to make everybody understand that number one, the amendments have been or are being looked at in the Portfolio Committee. The Portfolio Committee is set to come back with their amendments on March 2026. So of course, I'm going to be keeping a close eye on this story. So what Luyolo is basically saying is that everybody should rally behind the DA when it comes to these amendments of the PI Act, and we need to protect private property rights and public property rights for that matter. Any property rights for that matter need to be protected as Section 25 of the Constitution says.
And that's how it's done.
And with that, I 100% agree with it. This is a very important moment for South Africans to rally behind these amendments to the PI Act, because the PI Act is the biggest problem when it comes to land grabs. And again, I go into more detail of the PI Act in the documentary Stolen Ground, now the award-winning documentary Stolen Ground. So please go check it out if you haven't already. And if you have, share it far and wide. And let's keep an eye on the DA and see if they can protect property rights in South Africa. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you want Stolen Ground 2 and 3 to come to fruition, check out the link to the Back a Buddy campaign in the pinned comment or description, and EFT details are also available there if you want to donate via EFT. Once again, if 4,000 people donated 50 Rand, we would hit our goal. And so let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you think about this. What do you think about the DA continuing its fight for property rights? And like I said before, I've been criticizing the DA a lot in the past few weeks, but I will say this, I'll give credit where it's due. In this fight, they do deserve as much support as possible. But let's see if anything comes of it. And no matter which platform you're watching this episode on, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow, you know what to do, and share this video far and wide. I've got more content coming your way. And with all that being said, thanks for watching. Your Newsflash is in.
Zucchini bread from 62. Why make a bread using zucchini, you say? Have you ever made the mistake of planting zucchini? Don't! You'll be besieged. So many. You could lose your house and your children. The phallic blitzkrieg. Cup and a half of flour. Half teaspoon of floof powder. And the same of the soda of the baking. Salt of pinch. Plus simonium. We'll never know how much. For the wet, we'll need a half cup of oil. I'm using corn oil because America. In the States, corn is everywhere. Corn is life. It's in your gas tanks. 2 eggs. Half cup brown sugar. Half cup sugar. Whisking. Finally, 1 medium zucchini. This was sold to me as a medium, which means I am significantly disadvantaged. Just shred her in. But Dylan, that's a cheese grater. And you gotta stop wasting your money on gadgets. It's flawless. Oh, yeah. You know, in school, I was taught this was a courgette. Ooh. Zucchini is so exotic. In goes the dry. The color's not great. And into a prepped loaf pan. Chunky. $3.50 for 45 to 50 minutes. Wow. Beautiful. You can let this cool on a rack or baking across America. Wow. This is amazing. I've never done a plain one like this. The density and the texture is like banana bread. And it's more than just water. There's something special going on here. It's great.